We're at the Tullulah Falls Campground. It is a heavily wooded campground. Parking spaces are pretty easy to get into. I'm in a 39-foot diesel pusher. Hookups are 50 amps. No sewage hookups, dump station. Looking out from where I'm parked, this is what I'm looking at across the road. Playground up here if you have children or grandchildren with you. It's just fairly nice. And this is $20 a night, and it's operated by the Georgia Power Company in conjunction with the state of Georgia Parks Department. I'm at overlook number 1 at Tullulah Falls Gorge in northeast Georgia. It's approximately 400 foot to the bottom at this overlook. The depth of the gorge varies from 200 feet to over 1,000. This sign says it all. Trails are easily navigable, but be aware, this is not Disneyland. Standing at overlook number 1, I'm looking back at the interpretive center where the parking lot is that you would park if you were doing day hiking here. This kind of gives you a feel. There's that bridge that crosses the gorge. It's about probably a half mile from where I'm standing. Then you look down into the gorge itself and you get a sense of the depth. From overlook number 1, it's about a 500-foot drop down to the gorge. There are trails that rim both the north and south rims of the gorge. I'm not aware of any trail that goes all the way around it. The gorge depth here is about 350 feet. What you're looking at is the top of Tempesta Falls here at Tullulah Gorge Falls State Park. Here's the suspended bridge at Tullulah Gorge State Park, 80 feet above the gorge floor. We'll walk out onto the middle of it and then take a look at the views we have both ways. Now you can get a permit to go onto the gorge floor on days when the rain has not made the rocks too slick. That's determined by the ranger staff each day. Looks like it'd be really interesting to be down there hiking on the rocks. Today was a day they did not let people on the gorge floor due to the weather. Just part of the lake area of Tullulah Falls State Park, where you can come down and swim and fish. They have a man-made beach that you can see through the fence over there. That if you want a sun, and of course you can swim all out in here. This is the swimming area at Tullulah Falls State Park on the lake at Tullulah Gorge. Kind of a neat place. Kind of brought the Gulf Coast beach up to fresh water. Notice how clear the water is here in this roped off swimming area. It goes to a depth of about 5 feet out at the edge. Have a nice changing area up above. Beach that you can lounge on, as somebody is doing right now. There's kayak rental. If you want to paddle around the lake, you can rent a kayak there. This kind of gives you an idea of the depth that it drops off to. And beyond the buoy, somebody was telling me that the depth gets out into the 25-30 feet range on out just a few more feet. So that kind of gives you an idea of what you're swimming in. All along portions of the trail they have these swings that are just so inviting. If you're hiking along and just want to sit and swing a spell, they have it. This is at Tullulah Gorge State Park in northern eastern Georgia. Have a wonderful pavilion here. Has a stage down on the other end. You had groups that wanted to plan a special gathering. Good place to do it. Right up to the playground, which is right adjacent to the campground. Of course, you have a big grill if you wanted to cook out for a number of people. Very nice place.